Woo! Good morning from Vietnam, guys. Welcome. Guys, we got an interesting video for you today. We're going to see that, you could start using Dogecoin to buy tacos at Taco Bell and other places and other retail places. So this is really good news. We're going to jump into that. Also, we're going to talk about, dark prediction for crypto, dark prediction for Bitcoin. What does this all mean? We're going to jump into that. You got to watch it to the end, guys. And we're going to talk about some on-chain data that proves that the end of September, with only days to go, we're almost finished. The whales are still trying to manipulate the markets and drive FUD and drive prices down, guys. So remember, this video is not financial advice. This is just the OG in the house, bringing you the good vibes. And this video is just education, entertainment purposes only. So guys, don't forget that. It's a great day. It's a glorious day here in Asia. I'm sitting outside in the balcony. So sorry about the noise, but it's a great day to be alive. It's overcast. Could rain on me anytime. So if I start running and jumping, it's because it's raining on my computer. So, right now we're seeing maximum FUD right now. We got the infrastructure bill that's been delayed to Thursday, guys. So hopefully, they'll get that done and dusted. And I really think that's going to be a nothing burger. It's not going to really have any impact on the markets. Yeah, maybe we might get a slight downward correction for the next 48 hours once it's passed, and then the government may shut down. Is that going to impact the markets? Yeah, it'll have a momentary impact, maybe 48 hours, and then the news cycle will be flushed out, and then people will move on. And mainly, you'll see that the retailers will start panicking, retail investors start panicking, but institutions, this is just part of the game. We're also seeing that whales are still buying up Bitcoin like crazy, guys, and we're also seeing that whales are manipulating the market by dumping some of their crypto on the market. So if they have 100%, they take 5%, push it down at a loss, sell it at a loss, drive the markets down, and then they buy back more at a cheaper price, and then they make their loss. They make any losses plus profit by driving it up and buying back low and then waiting for it to go up. So we're seeing a lot of whalish games, and we're probably going to see a lot more FUD. China FUD's still going around and around. So guys, don't panic. A lot of you are like, what's going on? Is October really going to explode? Are we really going to go to the moon in October? Oh my God. People are just panicking. People are being wet Nancy's to wedding bed. Stop wedding bed. Stop panicking, guys. And remember, this is not financial advice, and you guys just have to keep calm. Good things are coming October, November, and December. Right now, Bitcoin is still looking pretty healthy. It's still above $40,000. Ethereum is looking healthy. And we're seeing all the markets, coming back a little bit. So let's jump into the content right now, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. So it's a great time to be alive. Hey, and guys, don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe, BYB. Do it right now. Show the YouTube algorithm that you love this channel. And guys, please, let's be more positive. Less with the salty comments. Less with the, the OG's a weirdo and all that kind of crazy stuff. I know that some of you are Debbie Downers and salty Debbie Downers, and you're not happy because your portfolio is underwater. Remember, you guys need the dollar cost average, bring down your strike price. And remember, that TA is only, indicated prediction where things are going to go. And nobody can really predict exactly within 100% certainty where the markets are going to go because, crypto is volatile, guys. So, I get it wrong sometimes, guys, and a lot of people out there get it wrong. And if someone says to you, I'm going to get it right every time, then they're not telling the truth. So sometimes they get it wrong, guys. We predicted, when SNL came out and Doge was looking really healthy and Doge was looking really bullish. People thought that we could go to $1. I thought we could go to $1 if we hit the momentum, but then things turned and volatility went down. So let's jump into content. So we can see that the U.S. pre-markets are looking pretty good now. So hopefully that when the U.S. Markets open, that we'll see a lot of green, and that should start taking the cryptocurrencies up. And right now we're seeing that overall right now the market cap is up, and it's at 1.845 trillion. So that's looking pretty good. We're also seeing right now that Doge in the house is also looking pretty. It's okay. I mean, we could be doing better. We broke down below our 20 cents last night, and we're at 19.61. So we could go down as low as 18.95. Which is our next support level, and if we cannot stay above our 18.95 support level, then we'll be definitely going down to around 17.5, guys. So do not panic. This is whalish games. We're seeing lots of manipulation happening in the markets, and we can see that, guys. If you look here, You can see that fire charts show that whales sold BTC, mega whales bought, and purple whales followed with another buy order. If you're trying to understand, these whale games, look into the thin liquidity. They're trying to play the upside, guys. So basically, what the whales are doing is they're playing games, guys. They're absolutely playing games. They're manipulating the market. You can see that, here you can see that they bought a huge ton, and these are the whales that have 1 million, more than 1 million coins, guys. Minimum 1 million to 10 million. And you can see that this huge buy order. The whales are still buying up. Even the next level, the 100K to 1 million level, they're still buying. Even though we had this dip, they're still buying. So you can see that the whales are still gobbling up the Bitcoin and any kind of and a lot of FUD that you're seeing, and a lot of price corrections. It's all the whales manipulating the market, guys. What they do is they dump a few Bitcoins on the market really cheap, and then they wait for the retail investors and the central exchanges to react by causing a cascade of selling. The price goes down, and what they do is then they swoop in and they buy a ton at the lower price. Sure, they risk they lose some money on the coins that they dump, but it's only a small percentage or a small fraction of their holdings, so they don't care because they get all the money back when the Bitcoin bounces back up in October or November. So it's a calculated risk that they do. They also pay to play for media stories at Crate Fight and all that kind of stuff, guys. So don't panic. This is all whales are manipulation that always happens, and September is going to be pretty ripe with that, guys. Because September is the end of one of the worst months in crypto, and October is going to explode. So they want to maximize their exposure to Bitcoin, and they want to be able to profit, right? So whales have been moving record amount of Bitcoin in the last 2 weeks. Total transfer volume of 10 million plus transactions keeps staying at an all-time high. It's even higher than when the price was at 55, 60K. So you can see here that the whales are absolutely, guys, you can see they're moving more Bitcoin. There's more volume, more transaction. They're moving more Bitcoin off exchanges. We're seeing supply shock. I keep talking about it. It's the whales, guys. They're accumulating. They're getting prepared. They're getting prepared because they know that Bitcoin's going to blast off in October and in October and November, December, guys. So the evidence is in, guys. You just have to understand, all these doldrums and all the sideways action and all this negative Nancy stuff that we're seeing now. It's all because of manipulation that's going on, and they're going to try their hardest, until the end of September, maybe even the first week in October, to drive prices down, guys. So here's some other news, some really fun news. Hopefully soon you'll be able to paying for Doge at Taco Bell, and as you guys know that Verizon and BitPay have teamed up, and basically what they're saying is that Verizon, you can basically, as a customer, you can use any crypto wallet at over 600,000 merchants in the U.S., and you can basically buy anything using these new Verizon terminals that are going to be rolled out in the next couple of months. So it means that you can go and use Dogecoin to buy Taco Bell. You can buy pizza. You can do whatever you want, and you can decide what you want to do. So it's really freeing, and this is going to be really good. And when we have more Bitcoin being used for transaction, or Dogecoin, or any cryptocurrency being used for transaction and circulating and moving, it's just really good for the whole industry. It builds utility, and it makes a good use case for crypto, guys. So this is really good that you're going to be able to buy your tacos with Dogecoin too. Taco Doge. So here's some other interesting news that's coming out right now. Gavin Anderson, he was one of the lead developers on Bitcoin, and his prediction for a dark future, guy, reveals a dark future for Bitcoin. So we could see that in the future, the former lead developer forecasts a grim future for the largest cryptocurrency in the world. He predicts that in the year 2021, the price of Bitcoin would be worth $6 million, with transaction fees around about $7,000 for each transaction. In 2100, Bitcoin whales will shut down the network of grounds of low mining rewards and fewer transactions. So really what he's saying is that in the future, the whales are going to hold the majority of the Bitcoin. There's going to be almost no transactions because whales are going to be holding as a common store of value, a hedge against inflation. And the fees are just going to be outrageous because Joe Nancy and Joe Public, you're not going to be using any you're not going to be using Bitcoin to transfer on a retail paper basis. It's always going to be the supersized whales that are going to be holding Bitcoin, and we could actually see the Bitcoin blockchain cease to exist. And but Bitcoin will retain its value because it's in limited supply. So 20 million Bitcoin will survive after 2,100, and on other blockchains and manage to retain a value because there is a limited number of supply. So he's really saying that once the Bitcoin has been completely mined and there's no more Bitcoin, he's predicting $6 million Bitcoin coming in, and with the current inflation rates, that's about $1 million, guys. But the Bitcoin blockchain will cease, and the transaction fees will be hugely expensive, and it could be as high as 7,500, guys. So that's kind of interesting. That's kind of, it's a dark prediction for the Bitcoin blockchain, but it's a positive prediction for the Bitcoin price. And at that time, if Bitcoin is worth like $6 million, at that time, could you imagine what the price of the other altcoins could be? It could be through the roof, guys. So it's kind of interesting, right? The dark side of crypto, the dark side of crypto. So some other news that's coming in right now: 62% of all institutions are starting to invest in crypto within this year, the survey says. So it's a recent survey, and it said that as many as 62% of global institutions in investors with zero exposure to cryptocurrency like Bitcoin said that they would be expected to make their first investments in cryptocurrencies next year, according to a new survey by the European Investment and Nickel Digital Asset Management. So this is really good, guys, that we're seeing that more and more adoption. We're seeing that wealth managers in U.S., Europe, United Kingdom, France, and Germany, and United Arabic States are all saying that they will be investing in crypto next year. And that's why what leads me to believe that this bull run is not going to be over. It's not going to be a sudden blow off top where things just go down and that's the end of the world. I believe that we're not going to have a blow off top. I think we're going to have a slowdown, maybe a small, we're going to have a correction downwards, but it's not going to be a huge mega dump that's like that. It could be a correction downwards, but I think we're going to see more steady growth than going into like a bear winter for like 2 or 3 years. But definitely we're going to get into a consolidation bear period after this bull run, which is normal, but I don't think it's going to be as dramatic and volatile as people think it is. So some other interesting news that's coming in right now: Morgan Stanley doubles exposure to Bitcoin through Grayscale shares. So you can see that Morgan Stanley is still pretty bullish. According to the report from the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, filed September 7th, the Morgan Stanley European Opportunity Fund, which invests in established emerging companies throughout Europe, owned 58,116 shares of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust as of July 31st. At the time of this publication, the price for the GBTs was 34, making the investment bank's exposure to Bitcoin roughly $2 million. So Morgan Stanley is reported that they have a huge amount of these shares and that they have doubled their exposure to the Grayscale shares, which means that they're doubling their exposure to Bitcoin. So they're also pretty bullish on Bitcoin, guys. So I know a lot of you are really panicking out there because you're seeing things going down, and this is really there's a lot of whalish gains going on now. So stop panicking, stop wetting the bed, guys. It's a great time to be alive. Let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index right now. So the Fear and Greed Index, let me give this a minty refresh in the house. Hopefully you guys are having a great day out there, and everything is looking pretty good for you guys. So the Fear and Greed Index is at 24, so it's basically about the same as yesterday. I always tell you, you have to do the opposite of what the market is feeling. So if you have extreme fear, this is when you buy. If you have extreme greed, that's when you start to take profits, guys. So this is a really good time to be alive. And you're seeing that we had DeFi exploded. We had NFTs exploded. And the next thing that's going to be exploding is tokenized gaming tokens and metaverse, guys. So you guys need to buckle up. I mean, I'm invested in YGG. It's a really huge gaming token, and you guys want to take a look at metaverse, and we're going to be starting to cover some of that metaverse because I think that metaverse is going to explode, and the next year metaverse is going to be huge, guys. We could see 100x, 200x gains in very short period for these metaverse tokenized tokens, guys. So let's jump into the Bitcoin price right now. So right now we can see that Bitcoin on the weekly is trading at 41,457, and we can see that on the 4-hour chart, Bitcoin is trading at 41,750. So we have broken down. I did say that yesterday we have this descending triangle. We have about a 50% chance of going up to the upside, and if we do go up this upside, I could see a $50,000 Bitcoin. Worst case scenario, we break down to 38,000. Remember, Plan B, he's still saying that for September, we could see $43,000 coming in, and I'm pretty confident that that's probably where we're going to see Bitcoin headed. We're seeing some green candles right now. The volumes are not so bad for Bitcoin right now. So you guys just have to understand there's going to be a lot of FUD, a lot of manipulation that's going on. We got the infrastructure bill that's going to be voted on Thursday, so that's going to send things down. We've got the government maybe shut down. That's going to send things down. And then we also have the Treasury Secretary talking about the stimulus package that is if they're going to taper that off. They said they weren't going to taper it off, but it's looking like they may taper that off after all, and that's also putting some pressure on the markets too. And then also the China FUD. So the China FUD is not over. Remember, the China FUD that's coming out of China, it's not coming out by the Chinese. It's coming out by the whales who are paying mainstream media to start running these articles. And a lot of these articles are repeat articles, guys. So don't panic. Don't wet the bed, guys. Let's take a look at Ethereum in the house. Ethereum in the house right now is trading at 2,849. I did tell you that we're probably going to close a month. I did say that Bitcoin could close around 43K, like Plan B said. I did say that Ethereum will close around about 2,800. So it looks like that my predictions are coming pretty close. I think we'll be bang on for Ethereum, and hopefully we can get up. Bitcoin can start making some moves, guys. Let's take a look at Cardano in the house. Cardano is it went down to $2. It bounced up from our support. So Cardano's not looking pretty good, but this is a good buying zone right now, because I think that in October, November, you're going to see Cardano absolutely explode, guys, go to the moon. So this might be a good chance to pick up some Cardano. Let's take a look at Solana in the house. Solana is holding at $135. So Solana is being a little bit more resistance to the dips compared to the other altcoins right now. So it's holding its own. So this is still a good accumulation point right now. So I'm going to be picking up more Solana today. And we're still below $140 a line in the sand. But I'm still pretty confident that Solana could go as high as $500 or $600 this year, especially in October, November, December, when we see the height of the bull run, guys. And just as a refresher, remember, Plan B is saying that 135K Bitcoin coming in. Some people are saying as high as 200,000, and conservatively, some people are saying $90,000. So any of those prices for me for Bitcoin, $90,000 is also peachy keen with me. And when that happens, we can see Dogecoin absolutely going up to maybe 50 cents, 75 cents, 80 cents, a dollar. I still believe that the dollar is absolutely possible for Dogecoin by the end of the year, because once Dogecoin makes a move, you're going to see that's going to move very fast, and it's going to outperform Bitcoin. Let's take a look at some on-chain data for Dogecoin right now. Let me just give this a minty refresh. Looks like the sun's coming up behind me. It's getting hot. So you can see right now that the Bitcoin price correlation with Dogecoin is very high. So that means when Bitcoin makes a move, that Dogecoin is going to react very violently to the upside, and we could see a huge breakout, guys. I believe that a huge breakout, and I did tell you that at the end of this month, we could see Dogecoin probably hitting 20 cents. That would be my maximum. 20 cents would be my maximum where we could see Dogecoin finishing at the end of the month. But in October, November, December, we could see things absolutely exploding, guys. So don't panic. Don't wet the bed, guys. Everything's looking pretty good. So let's take a look at the markets in the house right now. So we can see that right now the cryptocurrency market right now, our market cap is at 1.88 trillion and our volume is 67.05 billion. Bitcoin dominance is 41.75. So it's a little bit too high, guys. So let's take a look at the coins in the house right now, and we're seeing that right now BTC is trading at 41,611, and that's 2.27, guys. Ethereum is at 2,851. That's down 3%. ADA is not doing so good. It's down almost 5%, and that's just slightly above $2 at $2.06. BNB is also down about almost 1%. That's 336, guys. And Solana is at $135, and that's down 1.12%. DOT is down as well. It's at 26.95, and that's down 3.65%. And Doge in the house is down 2%, and that's below 20 cents. It's trading at 19.78. 8.1. And guys, remember, this is the final shakeout. This is the final flush out of all the retail investors, guys, before we start heading towards the moon, guys. So don't panic. Stop wetting your bed. And remember, dollar cost average is an opportunity to bring your strike price. There's still a lot of bargains to be out there. There's a lot of bargains out there. So go bargain hunting. Go bargain shopping, guys. This is a great time to be alive. And guys, don't forget to check out my Twitter, guys. Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. We've got 2,384 people following. If you're not getting notifications from YouTube, please go here and turn on follow me, guys. And don't forget, tell the YouTube algorithm that you love this content. You love the OG, the Ric Flair in the house. Woo! And the Ice baby off of crypto. The crypto love in the house, guys. So get it while you can. Smash the like, smash up the likes. Hey, and if you don't like this channel, stop watching. Hit the dislikes. That's also okay by me. Stop and whatever. Float your boat, guys. And don't forget to subscribe, YB. Do it right now, guys. And don't forget to go to each and every one of my descriptions of my videos. It's not financial advice. And, become a Patreon member, guys. Become a Patreon. Support the channel. And buy the channel a coffee, guys. And go to Zen Music Addict. Do it right now. Go to Zen Music Addict. Follow that channel. You're going to love it. Check out the merch. Check out the merch. We got hats. We got hoodies. We got polo shirts. All sorts of stuff. We've also got the mug, guys. Get the mug, guys. You're going to love it. And one final thing. Go to Zen Music Addict right now. Subscribe, YB. This is a wife channel. Let's help the wife get this up to 1,000 subscribers and beyond, guys. So anybody from my channel, please make a comment in there, and we'll try to feature you in the next video. And also, too, when we're talking about our merch, if any of you buy merch, buy the merch, guys. Buy the merch. Take a picture of yourself with the merch. Send it to our Twitter account. Send a message on Twitter, and we will absolutely feature you on the next video, guys. So this is the OG in the house, the Ric Flair of crypto. Woo! The ice baby of crypto in the house. The crypto love coming to you from Asia. I love you, guys. I'm working for you. Dogecoin to the moon, guys. I love you guys. See you in the next one. Woo!